Global Day of Parents. A parent could be a mother or a father. For example, your mother and your father are examples of your parents, and one of their jobs is to parent you. We are all born to parents, and many of us also have step parents, foster parents, or adoptive parents who parent us. The Latin root is parere, give birth to, or produce. The Global Day of Parents is a significant occasion to consider the value of parenthood and to encourage the development of children. It is also a day to draw attention to the difficulties that parents encounter and to the importance of services and support. The Global Day of Parents will be celebrated on Saturday, June the 1st. This day offers an opportunity for families and communities to come together and recognize the essential contributions of parents to the society. There are several reasons why the Global Day of Parents is important. First and foremost, the day provides an opportunity to spread awareness of the value of parenthood and the part parents play in influencing the growth of their children. Additionally, the day promotes parental involvement in their children's upbringing and the maintenance of a safe and nurturing atmosphere for their growth. Thirdly, the Global Day of Parents offer a chance to honor and commemorate parents' significant social role and acknowledge their achievements. Since the 1980s, the important role of the family has increasingly come to the attention of the international community. The General Assembly adopted a number of resolutions and proclaimed that the International Year of the Family and the International Day of Families, emphasizing the critical role of parents in the rearing of children. The Global Day of Parents recognizes that the family has the primary responsibility for the nurturing and protection of children. For the full and harmonious development of their personality, children should grow up in a family environment and in an atmosphere of happiness, love, and understanding. Designated by the General Assembly in 2012, the Global Day of Parents provides an opportunity to appreciate all parents for their selfless commitment to children and their lifelong sacrifice towards nurturing this relationship. Families, parents, and caregivers play a central role in child well-being and development. They offer identity, love, care, provision, and protection to children and adolescents, as well as economic security and stability. In keeping with the spirit of the Convention on the Rights of the Children, family and parenting support is increasingly recognized as an important part of national social policies and social investment packages aimed at reducing poverty, decreasing inequality, and promoting positive parental and child well-being. The theme for 2024's World Day of Parents is the promise of playful parenting. Throughout June, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and its partners will advocate for expert advice and support for parents, encompassing a broad range of topics from the scientific foundations of play to engaging activities for the entire family. In recognition of the increasing prevalence of online play, they will also provide parents with comprehensive guides and detailed explanations to ensure their children's online experiences are both safe and positive. Produced by UNICEF, this podcast series examines how the pandemic has impacted our lives, featuring global experts and parents discussing a wide range of topics. They provide factual information, helpful tips, and practical guidance on supporting children to thrive in this new world. And now let's look at a bit of the background on celebrating the World Day of Parents. During the 1980s, the United Nations began focusing attention on the issues relating to the family. In 1983, based on recommendations of the Economic and Social Council, the Commission for Social Development, in its resolution on the role of the family in the development process, requested the Secretary General to enhance awareness among decision makers and the public of the problems and needs of the family, as well as of effective ways of meeting those needs. In its resolution 44 of 9th of December 1989, the General Assembly proclaimed 1994 as the International Year of the Family, and in its resolution 47 of 1993, the General Assembly decided that 15th of May of every year to be observed as the International Day of Families. In 2012, the General Assembly proclaimed 1st June as the Global Day of Parents, to be observed annually in honor of parents throughout the world. Support for parenting. Like no one else, parents and caregivers shape the experiences that build their children's brains and set them on a path towards healthy development. Parenting is too big a job for parents and caregivers to do alone. They need support to give their children the best possible start in life. The SDGs, the families remain at the center of social life. Take that again. As a key to achieving the SDGs, families remain at the center of social life, ensuring the well-being of their members, educating and socializing children and youth, and caring for young and old. In particular, family-oriented policies can contribute to the achievement of sustainable development goals relating to doing away with poverty and hunger, ensuring healthy lives and promoting of well-being for all ages, ensuring educational opportunities throughout the lifespan and achieving gender equality. And you may ask, why do we celebrate international days? International days and weeks are occasions to educate the public on issues of concern, to mobilize political will and resources to address global problems, and to celebrate and reinforce achievements of humanity. The existence of international days predates the establishment of the United Nations, but the United Nations has embraced them as a powerful tool for making serious and achievable progress in world standard and world stages. We also mark other United Nations observances. How do we spend the day, the general global day for parents? Number one, can spend quality time. Children can spend the day with their parents, engaging in activities that they enjoy together, thus strengthening family bonds. Number two, expressions of gratitude. Greet parents and acknowledge their efforts and sacrifices. A heartfelt message or a simple thank you can mean a lot. Number three, plan a special day. Organize a special outing or a vacation that parents have been looking forward to, providing them with a memorable experience. Number four, gift giving. Present thoughtful gifts to parents as tokens of appreciation for their endless support. Number five, community events. Participate or organize community events that celebrate parents and promote family well-being. Number six, advocate, support initiatives. Advocate for policies and initiatives that provide better support to parents and families, ensuring that they have access to the resources they need.
You don't owe your parents anything at all. Even if they are the best parents in the world, you still don't owe them a single thing. Because, and you probably thought this before, they chose to have you. Therefore, it's their responsibility to raise you as best as they possibly can and be the best parents that they possibly can. Now, if that's the case, what's going on when you have parents on one side who are guilt-tripping extraordinaires? They go to their kids and they're saying, why don't you appreciate me enough? Do you know how much I've sacrificed for you? Do you know how much I've done for you? And you still don't do enough. You still don't care about me enough. You always put yourself over the family. You always put yourself over us. Why do you have that on one side? And on the other side, you have parents who have never uttered any of those sentences in their entire life, not even given a little bit of the energy in their entire life. And yet you have their kids go, oh my God, mom, dad, I love you so much. You're the most amazing thing ever, and I want to take care of you and give you so much. And no matter how much I give you, it will never come close to how much you have given me.
What is the role of father and mother in a family? Mothers have been the caretakers, responsible for the emotional side of the family. They have kept the family together and functioning smoothly. Or grandparents may acquire an important place within the family by assuming a central child-rearing role while parents work.
There are no bad children, just bad parents. With that word, we start up the discussion concerning parents. The importance of parents in one's life is quite evident from this eminent quotation. Parenthood is a responsible venture, and there is no debate on that topic. In this fast-paced era, it is quite difficult for parents to mark their presence in their children's life. Millennial children who are exposed to versatilities of distractions find it difficult to find a connection with the ordinary. Not to mention, children are quite blinded by the reign of the virtual world. Parents play a pivotal role in their children's life. They are the pillars of support, guidance, and love. Family is where life begins and love never ends. No matter how old a child gets, there's nothing more comforting and soothing than their parents' arms. The role of parents in a child's life is beyond the idea of prompting. Parenting takes action long before a child's birth, and eventually parents becomes their children's alter ego, and vice versa. There is nobody like them who can shape and mold a child's behavior and development. So, parents should never cease to inspire and assist their children, and thereby parents should strive to be the best teacher in their child's life. Maintaining a good parent-child relationship is the first step towards wise parenting. Right from the birth of their offspring, parents should be aware of their enormous reliability and accountability in their children's life. Studies show that a fetus's character development is seconded by the alterations in its mother's thoughts during pregnancy. Not giving the proper guidance and love can seriously affect a child's life and can have serious impacts that will lead to character defects. The parent is the child's first teacher and will remain a consistent mentor in a child's life. And the question comes to play: what is the role of the parent in a child's life? Number 1, to develop skills. Parenting is a never-ending skill. Once you sign for it, there is no looking back. You will have to take charge and make the most of your time. Parenting and child development are in a symbiotic relationship. When one flourishes, the other automatically finds balance. And this is the basic rule of every parent-child relationship. Parents contribute to the cognitive, socio-cultural, physical, mental, and spiritual development of any individual. Parental values and expertise play a vital role in the healthy upbringing of a child in all these areas. Number 2, the foundation of all beliefs. The profile of cognitive abilities, beliefs, ethical values, coping defenses, and salient emotional moods that characterize each child at each development stage is the result of diverse influences operating in complex ways. Most students of human development agree that the most important determinants of the different profiles include the inherited psychological patterns that are called temperamental qualities, parental practices, and personality, quality of schools attended, relationship with peers, the ordinal position in the family, and finally the historical era in which late childhood and early adolescence are spent. As children develop from infants to teens to adults, they go through a series of developmental stages that are important to all aspects of their personhood, including physical, intellectual, emotional, and social. Number 3, support and guidance. The proper role of the parent is to provide encouragement, support, and access to activities that enable the child to master key developmental stages and tasks. A child's learning and socialization are most influenced by their parents and families, since the family is the child's primary social group. Happy parents raise happy children. Child development lies its roots in their parents. Nothing can overcome the rigidity of a child's upbringing. A parent thereby acts as a visionary to their children. There is nothing worldly that comes close to the sacrifices of parenthood. Why do what parents do for their children out of love will always have an indelible remark on the child's life. A child who has never ceased to receive a balanced upbringing will continue to advance for the rest of their lives. Parents also play a major role in the self-confidence of their children. If you want to increase the self-confidence of your child, there are simple tips to build self-esteem and confidence of your children. Number 4, providing a good lifestyle. Education is one of the landmarks in a child's development. A good education will hand over a rewarding career to the person, and thereby they can serve society and return its bounties. It is imperative to know how parents influence the lives of their offsprings and plays an important role in the child's physical, mental, financial, emotional, and career development. And the question comes to play: how can parents become successful in their roles? The importance of parents is something that children should comprehend involuntarily. It is not something that can be put forward as a moral or ethical question. Studies show that apart from earlier times, contemporary parents have a higher chance of failure to maintain a good relationship with their children, despite the nuclear family setups that we have these days. Here is how you can build a successful rapport with your child. Number 1, communication is key. Be it any relationship, communication is the foundation. Talk to your child about topics other than school and studies. This helps in contributing to better bondage between both parties. Number 2, engage in activities with them. You inevitably spend quality time with your loved ones. In this case, do something with your kid that is exciting for them. This will eventually help them polish their interests. Number 3, apologize when you mess up. Transparent and candidness can do wonders in your relationship. Throw away your ego and apologize for your mistakes, so that the child can stand up for themselves during future endeavors.
All about family roles. A role is a part that you play in your family. Each family member has a role that comes with different responsibilities. Parents. Parents raise the children. They make sure that you are safe and that you have everything you need. Food, clothing, shelter, education. Parents also teach you right from wrong.
How can parents' actions influence their children? Very good question. A recent study shows that parents who actively interact with children help them develop crucial cognitive skills, life skills, and eventually thrive to be successful. Parents contribute to developing focus, concentration, and self-control in their children. They also improve critical thinking, empathy, perspective, making connections, and communicating. With a supportive parent, a child never regrets taking risks, and this prepares a self-directed child. Parents' interactions have a huge impact on a child's development, be it physical or mental. Apart from genetic inheritance, children have a tendency to mimic their parents in almost any field. This increases the liability of a parent to be a role model for their children. The efforts from a parent's side have great effects on their children. Even though a child is different and special in their capabilities, parents are the ones who can shape and assist their children without fail. It is the responsibility of parents to ensure a safe and sound environment for their children. The attitude that you have as a parent is what your kids will learn from, more than what you tell them. They remember what you are. These are the words of Jim Henson, and alarm us about the role of parents in a child's life and justifies the impact of the influence of parents in a child's life. Parenting is sometimes about finding happiness in sacrifices, and these sacrifices will not cease to rapture you in the long run. A child with a remarkable upbringing will never fail to make their parents proud. Parents are responsible to provide the necessary food, clothing, shelter, and medical care insofar as they are able. They are equally responsible for providing sound education and sound knowledge of their religion, as well as the moral training of their children. In the same way, children are responsible to appreciate their parents' promising efforts to ensure a good life for them. Having said all this, parenthood is not just about sacrifice, it is also teaching your child to master their life on their own. They should hand over responsibilities for their children so that they learn problem-solving skills at a young age. This will reduce the chances of being left out when they hit adulthood. Parents play a pivotal role in their children's life, and each of their actions will solely depend upon the parenting techniques adopted by their parents. Our future is our children, and in order to ensure a better tomorrow, we have to train and shape our children with care and love. So it is imperative that every parent decode their child's peculiarities and assist them in their overall development, and thereby contributing to a better tomorrow. When a child is happy, the parents are happy. Parents do almost all the things to make their child educated and well respected in society. Whatever the situation or whatever is the problem that a child faces in life, parents should try and motivate and inspire them by their own examples to make a tough into good. Parents try to make the balance in their child's emotional persistence that helps to improve tough situations faster. Parents play a major role in improving mathematical skills in their children. The most important thing is daily mathematical reasoning. Early educational experts stress reading to children every day, and maths should be part of a daily regime as well. Since most parents use maths in some form every day, they should be able to help their children develop mathematical reasoning without going too far out of their way to design lessons or learn more maths themselves. Parents can help their children apply maths in daily activities like shopping, and this brings a lot of difference in their logical skills. In conclusion, number 1, the parent-child relationship is important because it lays the foundation for the child's personality, life choices, and overall behavior. It can also affect the strength of their social, physical, mental, and emotional health. Number 2, children who have a healthy relationship with their parents are more likely to develop positive relationships with other people around them. They can establish secure bonds and friendships with peers. Number 3, healthy involvement of parents in their children's day-to-day life helps ensure that their kids can perform better socially and academically.